become reality stars represent the mass of the country.
Well,
which is
my argument would be Robert Redford and Harrison Ford and Tom Cruise, and we just pick them. They hang on to they're very clever about it. They protect their private. They keep them.
Was I mute when I came to the
they can do that the quickest way?
And in a way, you can't blame a kid who's 17 and his alternative for life is to work in a store, a shop, work in an office where he's going to earn 12.
Now you're making a judgment that working in a shop is...
I'm not making... I'm saying the alternative to working in a shop is, instead of earning 12 grand a year, working, 9 to 5 in a job that might not be terribly interesting to you, the alternative is you go on a TV show and within weeks of that show happening, you're earning 150 grand a year, 200 grand a year, and you're not doing very much for it. You're just chatting and posing for photographs. That, I think, is... I can see the attraction. Do you know what I mean? That or that. Of course they're going to...
Money is everything.
That's what some people think. That's what... you can't blame kids for thinking that. Kids who want things in a consumer society. They want a flash car, they want a flash watch, they want the lives that footballers lead.
Why do they want those things?
Because because they see it on films, they see it on the television, they see these people being interviewed, they see them wearing Rolex watches and designer suits, they want it. I can't blame them for wanting it, hell. It's only when you've had all that stuff that you understand it isn't everything, But you've got to have it first to understand it isn't everything. To some people who never have it, it's the dream, it's the target. You can't blame... you've seen that life. You're not living that life anymore. But you've seen it, you've had a chance to see it, and you've had a chance to know what it's like.
I live that life.
Yes, exactly.
I live that life.
Exactly, and
everybody... I got billionaires living on both sides of me. I got kids in this school, my kids in Montana, where they're consumed with... The parking lot is full, they're trying to... It's you don't have to be... It's endemic. It's everywhere. It's what kids are encouraged to do. It's like, oh, just get money and fame, just get money and fame. But that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. That's not genetic. They don't come out of the womb that way.
No, of course
Little kids got to be taught that money and fame makes you happy. You got to have that, otherwise you're nothing.
It's around them. It's all around them.
Right, but they have to be taught. And if you have children, you can teach them something else.
If you're
a parent, and if you're there, and if you have those views.
If you're a specific kind of parent, you can teach
them. If you're a parent that understands it, like we're just talking, you talk to them about this, and you say, this is all bullshit. This is all stuff. This happiness doesn't come from that.
But it doesn't come from that because you've had it. Lots of people...
No, because of what?
Because you've had it.
No, I knew that before. I knew that.
Did you?
I knew that way before.
Well, you're unusual.
I wrote a book in '82. I wrote about this before. Fortunately, it was published before, so it's there. It's all there, saying this is all just an illusion. This has got nothing to do with happiness. I've worked with ranch hands. I have friends that are carpenters. I have friends that they don't make money. They're happy. They're fulfilled. Yeah. They got their hunting. They got their wives. They got their kids. They live a life. They laugh about all this.
We live in a society now that is consumed by consumerism. I mean, and kids see that. And no matter how many times their parents say that ain't going to make you happy, they're still going to go shooting for it. They want that. They want to try it. Footballers.
Kids learn from example.
Yeah. They're also influenced by things that they watch you.
If you reward them with presents, if you reward them with money, if you reward them for material things, they get the message. If they see in you, and then you talk, from the time they're 4 years old till they're 12, 13, they hear it. They hear it when they're 22, 28, 20. They remember that. They remember that, and they bump into it, and they see it. Then they start to experience it.
The only influence in a child's life comes from a parent. It
does.
It's
up until age 8.
There are lots of influences.
Up until age 8, a child.
Excuse me, any kid who watches television is influenced by the adverts on television. That's why we have watersheds on television where, in this country now we have banned the advertising of certain products so the kids don't see them before 7 o'clock, so that a kid can't look at the Nike advert.
The kid doesn't have to look at it. The parent turns it off. Better yet, I didn't have TV until my kids were 10 years old.
You're talking about an ideal home here.
No,
not every parent is going to do that.
I'm right about this.
Well, you probably are.
I am right.
But not every parent
even if you have the TV, the parent controls the TV. They don't watch it.
Yes, in an ideal world.
But it's not an excuse to say, well, I can't control because the TV's in the room. It has to be on.
But I know what you're saying, but, you know, you're talking from a point of view where you're
of a person who's responsible for his life and his children.
Yes, I hear what you're saying, but not every parent...
I can't blame the network for showing TV shows that I don't want my kids to watch.
Not every parent is like you.
Well, I'm telling you, there has to be more, and there are a lot of them, and it's growing in America.
There are a lot of them, but
there's
not every parent is like you.
They don't have television in their home. Where